Happy holidays, happy Bookmas. I have a dilemma, and it is really impacting both my anxiety and my goals for next year. So let's talk about what's going on. Hi, readers, it's Lori. Thanks for watching today and thanks for being a part of my channel. I just adore all of you and I'm so grateful. And I keep running into several of you in different events that people are doing live and I just love it. So, hello, hello, hello. I see you. Sometimes I can't always comment, but I really love being in this community, as you all know, because I say it all the time. If you're new here today and you'd like to leave a like on this video, I would love that, and any other videos that you might watch, because it does help people to find me and it does help people to come into my community, which I really love. All right, here's what happened. My 2025 goals were to read one book of the month club book every month. And I thought I had just one to go, maybe two, and was a little bit freaked out about it, but I felt like if I only had one to do, I would be okay. And I really thought I was at one left. I really, really did. You may remember this because a few months ago I said, I've almost made my goal. I don't have to read one this month. Here's what I didn't think about. Book of the Month Club only lets you count the books you read as read for the year if you read them in the year in which they were published. Yeah, so at least two of my books, maybe more, were not. I don't think I'm going to make this goal work. I think I have two or three left that I would have to read this month, and that's not going to happen. However, maybe could do two. And again, I'm not worried about the Book of the Month Club goal. I'm not worried about getting their free merch. I don't really want their free merch. That's not my point in all of this. My point is, though, that if I were to go on and if I had the time and space to do that, and if I really wanted to read another one of these books in this stack this month, I could do that. I could choose to do that because I'm going to just try to just choose what's best for me in the moment, and we'll see what happens. You also can't reread any of them, by the way, so there's that. But I do not believe that reading 12 books from Book of the Month Club will be on my list for 2026. I'm really pretty certain about that. But we did already talk about the best offer wins, and that this is going to be a book club read for me, and I'm looking forward to it. I did finish my other book club read of my friend, so I'm excited to share that with you, and I'm excited to get to this one because I keep hearing lots of great things. Also, the bookmark we got this month was really pretty, so thank you, Book of the Month. I'm not upset about Book of the Month per se. I'm just upset about, probably I'm just upset about my backlist. So that's something for me to continue to say aloud so that I can make some changes. But I also have a few other Book of the Month Club selections that I was thinking about recently wanting to read. Also was thinking about the ones that are shorter, that would be quicker, and that would be something that I would enjoy at the same time. So I have a stack. I have a stack. And most of them are shorter, some of them are not, but they're books that I think I would read quickly. We shall see. So the first one is A Killing Cold by Kate Alice Marshall. This one was published in January 2025, and I had just under the wire, right? If I'm going to make this one count, this would count. I think maybe all but one of these would count, but I'm not sure. I don't care. I know it sounds like I care. Maybe I care a little. All right, A Killing Cold, Kate Alice Marshall. Never read anything by this author, but I've had it since January 2025, and I have been wanting to read it. And a couple times I almost picked it up and said, "But this isn't winter," and so, but it is winter now, and it is a little cold here. I mean, I've been wearing sweaters for days, right? So that's weird for me. But this one is about Theodora, and she is in a relationship with a man named Connor, who is very wealthy. He's a Dalton, and he's got some leverage, and they have a winter retreat that they go off to so she can meet his family and be with them. And she just thinks that this relationship is really great, I think. She's also been getting some weird messages on her phone from somebody she doesn't know, and they're kind of odd. She's ignoring them, but she's also seeing footprints outside the cabin, and she also feels like she's been here before in this place. And then she discovers a photo of herself, and she's in danger. And the photo was taken at this cabin. I know. So look how quick this could go, especially if it's propulsive. I hear this author is propulsive. 289 pages. I could maybe find it on audio, and a lot of people love this. A lot of people love her. I have at least one more book by her in paperback, but this one is a very real possibility for me. As is the shortest one, I think, on this stack, which is Discontent. Pronounced her name the other day, and I was like, is that it? But I'm just going to say Beatrice Serrano. I don't know. But I have really been interested in this one. This cover had me. This came out in September, and it is about Marissa, who is living in Madrid, and she's having a relationship with a neighbor, but nothing like serious. She hates work. She's playing games and puzzles, and she's doing just about anything she can do not to work for this company that she's completely burned out from. And then they create a retreat, and they all have to go. It's mandatory. And she discovers that she is isolated, surrounded by psychopathic bosses, overzealous coworkers, flirty retreat staff, and an excess of drugs. I don't know what's going to happen, but I've heard some mixed reviews about this, but people that I follow that read like me have liked it, so we shall see if I can make it through that one. But this one is a little bit bigger, and it's a little bit darker, but it's King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby, and I've really wanted to read this since I got it in June when it came out, and lots of people have loved it. I think this one was one of the Goodreads Choice Award nominees, which has also been getting a lot of buzz, and it's not always good, but I love this author, and this is like a mafia-centered story, and if you've watched me for any length of time, I love that. So this is about Roman Carruthers, who left the smoke and fire of his family's crematory business to go on and be a financial advisor in Atlanta. And then something happens to his dad, and he receives a call, and he needs to go back into his home place in Virginia, I think. And he's discovering that some things are happening or are about to happen, and his brothers are not in the best of terms. The accident that injured his father may not have been an accident, and again, he's kind of associated with organized crime. So I love a story about organized crime. Ever since I was young, I know that seems weird, like not super young, like not like 8, but high school. I started reading books about mafiosos and yes. All right, the next one is What's Mine and Yours by Naima Coster. Naima? I don't know. I should have looked, right? Had this since 2021, March, I think this one came out. It's not terribly long. It's a little bit thicker than S.A. Cosby, I suspect. New author to me. She wrote a book called Halsey Street, but I haven't read that one. But this is about families in North Carolina, and I love North Carolina. My daughter went to college there. My niece did as well. And I love visiting North Carolina. It's just a beautiful state. And this one is about two young people in high school, two different families. In North Carolina, they've decided that they're going to send some of the black kids at this one particular school to the white school on the west side or somewhere in that, I don't know which direction. And they're going to combine those schools. And so this is a novel about racial challenge, about family, about identity, legacy, and how race impacts intimate relationships. So I don't know, but it's possible that these two kids end up in a relationship with each other or end up falling in love with each other as a result of this decision that the school board has made, and that perhaps the parents aren't happy about it or they have to adjust to it. I'm not sure. I've not gotten to it and I don't know why. I mean, this is a plot that I really would feel compelled to read, but I just haven't. So that's a possibility if I were to read two Book of the Month club books this month. And so the last one is Before I Forget by Tori Henwood Hone, I think. And this one is a new release. It came out in December or is coming out. I don't think it's released yet, but it might be just. And I brought this forward to my most anticipated reads list for December, and I was really super excited about it. I did not plan to bring this forward to you today filming, although this video will not go up today. This is December 5th as I am filming this, and this is the anniversary of my mom's passing. And my mom passed with a number of complications, but my mom had Alzheimer's disease. And so I was with her as her caregiver in the last days of her life. And today was the day that we all said goodbye to her, which was a beautiful day. And I remember it obviously as a difficult day, but so many people came in to be with my mom and to just it was amazing. Anyway, this book is about a woman whose father has Alzheimer's and he's needing a caregiver. And so Cricket, which is her name, goes to take care of her dad. And she's the one who can best do that. And she's trying to deal with this and understand how to navigate this with him and care for him. But what she also realizes is that while he can't remember things anymore and he's very befuddled in his brain functioning, he can see the future and predict the future. He's gotten a gift that he never had before. Well, I have really wanted to get to this one. It is also short, and yes, it isn't a backlist, but it is something that I think I would enjoy. And will I enjoy it this month? I mean, I'm pretty much healed and all of that. And I worked in hospice care. I have a relationship with death that maybe not everybody has, but I still grieve the loss of my mom for sure. But it is hard for me sometimes to read books about Alzheimer's. So we shall see if I get to this one. I've been saying that a lot lately. We shall see. But I do think that it's really beautiful and good, and I've heard a lot of buzz about this, and I've never read anything by this author before, but she also has an older sister, which I do as well, and so I need to reach out to my older sister today too and just make sure that she's doing okay. But this one I think is going to be incredible and difficult probably too. And while this is not a Book of the Month Club book, I did grab this today thinking it was, and I could get to this, but it's also about memory loss and probably Alzheimer's. And I don't know, but this is a love story. And I hear people generally like it, and I have really liked Abby Jimenez, but I doubt that I will read this month, but maybe January. But I really did think it was Book of the Month when I grabbed it, and then I realized that's the only one that's not on my shelf. That was hers. It's this one. So there you go. It's been a crazy morning already. Lots of rain here. It's hard to sleep through. It's been just a muggy, dismal, dark couple of days. So here's what you could do. You could put in a vote in the comments below about which one of these books you think I should or will read, because obviously you might know me better than I know myself. Bear in mind that I do plan to prioritize best offer wins. So these are all sort of a pile of possibilities, and I don't know that I'll get to them. And I'm going to turn them around so you can see them. But let's just get them all in here. But there's no way that I could make a mistake, I think, with any of these. These all seem to be books that I would love, very different in some ways, and yet I'm all in. I think this would be a great stack. I would love it if I was off for the rest of the month starting today and I could read every single day and get them all read, but that's not going to happen. But I will say that I think I'm underestimating, and I often do underestimate my ability to do some things on time or with the time that I have. So, for example, when I have family coming over and I know I need to clean my house or cook a bunch of food, I think, oh, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to get it all done. It's all going to be crazy. It's the anxiety part of me talking, because I usually almost always get it all done. Same is true for work stuff sometimes. Same is true for reading. So we shall see. We shall see. There we go again. But I really do think that I need to put less goals on myself this next year and just allow me to focus on the things that are most important. And so one of these books might show up as most important to me, and one of them will be hopefully read for book club. So thanks for watching today. I appreciate all of you very, very much. I love Bookmas videos. I love Vlogmas videos. I've been watching a bunch of them as well, as you probably have done too. And it's just a great season. So thanks for joining me here. And if you don't want to leave a comment below about which one of these books you read or you think I should read or you would vote for if I was asking you to, you can also put an emoji into the comments below. So you could choose anything that reminds you of these. Or you could choose anything that reminds you of the holiday season or snow or rain or whatever you would like to put there. And so thanks again for watching. Thanks for all your support. And as always, happy reading and happy holidays. Bye.